One of the reasons I have loved co-writing songs over the years is I know that a co-writer can bring a small change to an idea that makes a big difference. Nashville songwriter Bobby Braddock experienced this small change making a big difference firsthand in the late 60s. Well, first let's start here. Bobby wrote a song called I-L-O-V-E-Y-O-U, spelled out, and no one cared about that, but it gave him the idea to write D-I-V-O-R-C-E. Spelling out divorce made more sense than spelling out I love you, I guess, because spelling out words is something that parents do when they don't want their little J-O-E to know what the H-E-L-L they're talking about. If you know the lyrics of the song, you'll see what I did there and not judge me for spelling out a bad word. Plus, children could be watching. On with the story. Tree Publishing Company's only song plugger at the time, Curly Putman, pitches D-I-V-O-R-C around for a while, and there are no takers for the song. So Bobby asked Curly why no one is biting. Curly, a songwriter as well with a hit under his belt at the time, Green Green Grass of Home, told Bobby, I think it's because it seems a little too happy for such a sad song. Maybe Bobby was still feeling the vibes from the I-L-O-V-E-Y-O-U idea when he wrote D-I-V-O-R-C-E, but he did think it had a little too much soap commercial melody to it. And so he let Curly in on changing some of the melody, giving the song a little more of a sad touch it needed. D-I-V-O-R-C-E was recorded within 2 to 3 weeks by Tammy Wynette after her producer Billy Sherrill heard the song a few days after the melody change. Within 2 to 3 months, it was playing on radio and would become one of Tammy Wynette's signature songs. By the way, the two songwriters got into a little friendly debate on splitting the song. Bobby Braddock wanted Curly Putman to take his 50% co-writing credit. Curly didn't want to do it, so they compromised, and Curly was credited with 25% of the song. Bobby still would say years later that song would still be sitting around without Curly making that little change to it. But it all worked out. These two songwriters would team up on other tunes later, like a little old song called He Stopped Loving Her Today by George Jones.